Right. Let's see if I'm live now. One, two, one, two. One, two. One, two. Hello, can anybody hear me? This is Pauly T here. Trying to go out here and send all my changes. Okay, one, two. Hey, hello. Hey, Paddy. Just bear with me, folks. I'm just taking a minute to set up this here. It's all the tech. And then we let a few people hop up in, and I'm going to do some tarot readings tonight. Hey, Paddy, I'm VXPYT. Yeah, we can have a chat on anything you want to talk about tonight. I'm up for it. So we wait till some people get up in here before we do some tarot. And for anybody, no use. I haven't been on the internet for a while. Excuse me. Sometimes you just get to feel the need to pull away and not to expose myself and spend a lot of time with a good bit of me time lately, which is really good for my head. So I'm going to share this now out on Facebook and try and get some people up in here. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to go film my. Excuse me. I'm just getting used to this tech here. I have a really powerful tarot medium that I came up with many years ago, energy tarot, and I'll be delighted to do a few cards for you guys. I got a message from Dennis. Hello, I watch all your videos. Love the work you do around addictions and homelessness. Is it possible when you're free? Could I get a chat regarding my addiction? Sure thing, bro. I mean, ask me whatever you like about that. And of course, if I can do anything to help you, I will. But my power in that situation is pretty limited. What you really need, like with addiction, is support more than anything. And for my own little part, I'd be glad to do whatever I can. I'll be glad to do whatever I can to try and support you, bro. But yeah, DM me in on Instagram or in Facebook Messenger, Paul Tracy on Messenger, and Facebook. Send me a friend request and take it from there. And if I can do anything to help you, bro, I will. But addiction, it's really down to the individual. It's down to yourself. You just need a bit of support and to make that kind of that full what's it called a full surrender that we need to do when we want to be able to put down the drugs. I battled with that myself for years, and yeah, man, I'd be happy, Darren. Give me a message. But right now, tonight when I have enough people checking in, I'll start doing a few tarot cards, and I encourage anybody to Yeah, if you want to jump on, the StreamYard connection should be there. Let me see. Um, Paul Tracy plays me. Yeah, but no E, bro. Thanks, man. I'm doing. I just want some advice. It's Suboxone. Yeah, Suboxone, the greatest chemical out there to get off opiates, if you're serious about it, because Suboxone has no Traxolone in it, and it's a blocker. So if someone seriously wants to get off the gear, they'll leave the. They won't take heroin on top of Suboxone, but you will with methadone. You know, and that's only the beginning of it all, guys. You know, we put down the drugs, and then we have to start living without drugs, and we've done that all our life. It's challenging, but I live in great gratitude at the moment. I really enjoy my life. I'm enjoying not to be a slave to the drugs. I feel I was for years. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going into 22, 23, 24, the coming years, I should say. Yeah, for the first time in my life, I'm happy and open to look to the future. I never did. Did you take on to Yeah, it's not a good idea, bro. Well, in actual fact, it's worse to take Suboxone on top of heroin. You'll go into instant withdrawals then. But if you're on Suboxone already and you take heroin, it just bounces off you. It's a waste of money. Um, Not that it's ever value for money to take heroin, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I got clean, guys, through psychedelics. Yeah, they helped me a lot because my brain was so frazzled. It was so caught and locked into 36, 38 years of using that I needed something dramatic to have that shift. And I got that through ayahuasca and LSD, magic mushrooms as well. Um, and I did that just over a couple of months, not every day, but like once every couple of weeks, with serious introspection. I cried my eyes out and I laughed my heart out. And I really, yeah, I expected everything that came up with me and I just accepted it. And it left me changed. It left me changed. I haven't been the same since. I don't want to use ever again. I can quite confidently say. Well, that's a fact. It's just, I'm in a better place than I've ever been. Um, tried mushrooms. Kept having bad trips. Yeah, mushrooms in the psychedelic world are known as the trickster. They they're not as benevolent as ayahuasca, and they're not as clear focused as maybe LSD. You can have a great time on mushrooms 9 out of 10 times, and then on the 10th time it will just take you somewhere where you weren't expecting. It is important to be in a good state of mind when you take psychedelics, but to use them as a tool. And I would suggest, even if has anybody ever heard of microdosing? It's taking a very small amount on a daily basis, and you don't take enough to actually trip, but it just to stimulate your senses and give you a heightened awareness and perception. It's very big in America now at the moment. We're reading a lot of forums about microdosing, but microdosing I've done anyway for years, years ago. For in little periods, I would when I was off opiates, I would microdose. But until I had the big experience with ayahuasca, I didn't seem to get to the source of the problem. But anyway, we've got a bit off topic there, but it's very much part of my story and what helped me. Um, I'm going to see now if I can share this StreamYard. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to paste the StreamYard address. So if anyone wants to come up and have a chat, so I can tell. So I can tell extension setting is the key. You're absolutely right, Deborah. Um, setting is a key. Also, have a sitter to hold a space here. 100%, I agree. It's very important to have a sitter to sit with you, especially if you're new to all that and you're trying to see do some deep work with you. Always good to have a sitter. Very important that I wash you because it can be quite strong. And I think with any psychedelic, as Deborah said, yeah. So, guys, I've just, let me see if I put that up. Yeah, I've put up you can see on the KoldTurkey there, and I've put up the link if anyone wants to jump on live. James McDonald, probably looking for the chat before we go. Oh, Jim from the Health Shop. How are you, Jim? How are you, bro? Um, Good to hear from you. I've been up in the shop there recently. Uh, so the lads are very helpful anyway. Yeah. And yeah, I absolutely, Jim. I will tap on a number to you, or I'll even fly by on Monday if that's all right. I'll be up that neck of the woods and I'll stick the head in maybe and ask for you. Let me know how that is, Jim. But anyway, guys, I have the StreamYard link up in there. So I'm here for the night. I'm here to chat. Spend Saturday night with me. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about anything, absolutely anything if you want to. If anybody got a subject or wants to. I know some people would like to have a private chat about some stuff. Right, Jimbo? Um, but anybody wants to talk about anything I do a KoldTurkey or my own personal experience uh, with my battle with addiction. I'd be quite happy to go in on anything and just have a chat. What else would we be doing on a Saturday night? So that's streaming. Yeah, let me see. Oh, there we go. I got it up. So you can see in the blue ribbon there in the comments, I slapped up the link. So you can come up on the live. Come up on the live. You all have smartphones and we can have a chat face to face if anyone wants to. The truth or also, Paul, pick me a card. I will, bro. Would you like me to do a reading for you? Would you come up? The truth, would you come up? Or would you just want me to pick you a card, bro? Just waiting for your reply there, buddy. I know you've asked to pick a card, but pick a card. Okay, my man. I've got the genres of cups, which is about your spirit and your internal world. Social, sin, spiritual love, and laws. Laws is about the power and energy around you. Social is about what's happening around you. Love speaks for itself. Spiritual sins, and then we have a major card. So I'm just going to randomly pick one of any of those and see what we got here, bro. Okay. And what a strange card to get for a guy with the name Truth. Truth. These are energy cards. And the cards, see this card, Deception. Now let me explain this card as it relates to energy. Well, this card, so sorry, I'll put it on the, I'm going with this screen up. This card, the Deception card. Okay, to deal with that. As you can see, like, deception doesn't mean that you are deceptive, bro. It just means that's the energy that you've got to watch at this moment in time around you. Is when somebody's putting on, things are not quite what they seem. Somebody's putting on a front about something. This can be yourself. Like, we've only picked one card, so I'm not going to talk about the energy around you. This could be yourself. It could be somebody close to you. Somehow it's affecting you. There's this deception going on. And it could be mild, it could be heavy. I wouldn't know with one card. I would only get context when I relate them to the other cards. But yeah, you've got to watch. Deception is, it comes from, as you can see at the bottom there, it's a lack of confidence in the self, and people can employ this. It may not be sinister. Maybe somebody feels they can't be themselves around you. Maybe you can't be yourself around somebody else. That's what that card would imply, bro. But to get a deeper meaning on the reading and to focus where that energy is coming from, I'd have to do a full deck rating for that. But yeah, that's a card. You can pick a card just like that, just like you asked me to, bro, and get an idea of the energy around you. The only real truth in cards is that as long as your intention is clear, they're just symbols for life to show you. And when your intention is authentic and sincere, life will always give you signals. And we have a phenomenon called synchronicity. And we can help synchronicity out by putting the actual symbols on cards about different human conditions. And then we ask and we pick one and we faithfully, it's like opening the Bible and picking out a phrase. That's how it kind of works, and that's kind of dynamic. It's not about being psychic, it's about being intuitive and understanding the symbolism. And I made these cards, and I understand them deeply, I understand their relationship with each other. And so this can be deception for the big right down to somebody just not being able to be themselves around somebody. As you see in the symbolism, the way the card is drawn, somebody has to put a face on for something. So, well. Anybody feels they might like to have a reading, I'm happy to do a reading. Just let me know. And, but if you want a full reading, you're going to have to come up on the live. And you can do that by just clicking the left link in the description there. I'll post it regularly, so keep it visible. I'm just going to hang out tonight. Hang out here, we can just chat. If anybody wants to chat. And I have a good mind for solutions. If anybody's struggling with anything, send you a friend request. Premier icon, you get a spare team. Okay, bro, I will do, Darren. And I will do, bro. So people have asked me, how do tarot cards work? And I know I have some Christian friends who are greatly opposed to things like the tarot and stuff. Excuse me. But what I have to say about that, what I do is nothing against nature. It's very much a part of nature. It's just an understanding of fine-tuning and balance, what it means to have an oracle. And we've had oracles since time immemorial as human beings. Because, like I say, the signs are always there. God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, the great power, the great divinity, is always there to help us when we're looking. And all we need is a pure heart and a good intent to be able to decipher and see the signs. I can't read so deeply and so well, if I'm not good in myself. And that's why I only do these readings when I feel particularly potent in my understanding of. And these are my own cards, I made them myself. And yet they still, they never cease to amaze or fill me with wonder about how accurate they can be, a full reading. So I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere tonight. And so feel free to chat, ask me something. Not that I know everything, but I will care. And if you're watching this, it's a share of opinions, isn't it? And I'm happy to give you mine. I'm just going to share this live on Facebook now. See if I can. Let's see. Share. And then I'll take that friend request as soon as I say that, bro. Yeah. There you go. I got you. Right, so just put that on Facebook. So how's the audio on that, guys? Just anyone let me know if that's all right. If you can hear me right now. People are asking me, getting several messages about the Heroin Chronicles. And I will be doing that. I will be returned to that, the Heroin Chronicles. I'm going to have to rename it the Chronicles of Pauly T because YouTube got on to me about the name. They don't like the name, the Heroin Chronicles. So I'm going to change the name of Pauly T. I will have taken, I'll drop the next story soon. Like I say, folks, I just wanted to take a little bit of time, get off started for a while. Just time for myself because I didn't always feel like just putting myself out there up on camera. And in the last few months, I've had a lot of introspection, a lovely, deep and meaningful quiet time that I spent alone. And it was very grateful just for several moments of the day. It's something I needed to do to reconnect with myself. And but I haven't forgot KoldTurkey and what I set out doing here, and the small but very valued community of supporters that have built up on the periphery of the channel, of which I'm very grateful. Um, you guys, yeah, you make me really motivated to continue to do this. Okay, Dan, yeah, got you, bro, and I see you dropped you a message in, but I'll check in on that later. That's it. And So my sound is I thought you said my sound good. I hope so anyway. So let me just check on my phone. Right, we've got three what's I can stay here all night. I didn't be gaffy, so I'm good. So guys, I know people don't understand tarot, and it can seem a lot of hocus pocus and nonsense. But like I say, if you understand the science behind it, it's actually a very powerful medium and a wonderful way to be able to identify subtle energies that are around us all the time. And and a tarot is a way of introspection and of looking because, like I say, like when you open the Bible and just point it anywhere, usually you can always decipher a message because you've done that looking for something. And that's it, the universe. Yeah, it pays us back. And tarot cards are very similar, very similar. But it's a bit more complex than just that. I've got my tarot cards. I came up with these myself. They're not the normal tarot. They are a set of 49 cards, seven sets of seven genres that I came up with myself. And I find I find them very effective. And initially, I started doing that as a hustle on the street because I just couldn't. I got to the point so bad in my addiction. I was I wasn't very far from that position where I just was asking people for money on the street, but I couldn't do that. I felt I had to give them something, and I came up with this tarot. But yeah, it's as simple as that. So it sounds like I don't. So it sounds bizarre, like it's a shyster, but as I faithfully studied the tarot and what it means to read symbols and signs, something I've always been interested in. So I haven't kind of, even though I only made those cards 10 years ago, I had 30 or 5 or 40 years of knowledge put into in the esoteric, my understanding of the esoteric world and how it works. So yeah. Yeah, Darren, no worries, bro. Speak soon. I have to take the dogs for a walk here. Well, I'm not going anywhere for a while, bro. So tap in later if you get a chance, and maybe I'll give you a reading if you want, or anybody out there. Anybody who wants a card pulled for them, and I'll tell you the significance of a card, an energy card. What energy is around now is significant. What energy is causing you a problem? Or can you identify an energy? Can I pull a card for you and find out an energy that can give you something to look at in your life that can help you? And that's what we do. So yeah, like I haven't done a Heron Chronicles in a while. As I said, I've got to have to change the name. But yeah, I am up for it. I'm up for it soon. I'll get back on to doing my little shows. Um, there's another thing I wanted to say. Yeah, I wanted to thank everybody who have subscribed and taken time out to support the channel, even like giving a like or making a comment. That's what gets the algorithms going, and yeah, it makes it worthy to do and makes me want to make shows. So I always appreciate anybody who gets interactive with the station on any level. Um, I know it's not a great time. 10 o'clock on Saturday night. The last thing people probably want to be doing is on tarot, but I'm here anyway. I'm hanging out here, and we'll see what happens. There's another little show I do with an American friend of mine, Cuddy Boy Noon, from out to Cut TV. And I'm editing the show. I was talking to him last night, and we uh, we recorded our conversation on Skype. So I'll throw that together and put it up tomorrow probably. And that's just so for those that are into rap. So I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but we discuss rap and we discuss usually what I'm more or less fascinated in that genre is the amount of killings and crime these young rappers incite through their music. And there's many, it's incredible. We don't hear a lot about it over here unless you're kind of into that music. Seems to be a general media, not blackout on it, but it's not something they look at. I'm interested in it since I started messing around with the internet and YouTube. I saw a lot of things that interested me in America about the young people. Because when you see where the American youth are, you can kind of see, you get an archetype of what's going on with the youth in the world. You know, you get to see it in America before it hits Europe and elsewhere. So, yeah, if anybody interested in those kind of social, cultural stuff plugged in, I'll be putting it up. I'll be putting it up on my channel. I want to say thank you to Colin from Laptop Labs for giving me a little bit of tech to enable me to do this double camera trick here so I can show you my cards. But anybody out there want to have a card on, get your tarot cards done, jump up on here. Because what I'll do is if I don't have anybody who wants to do tarot, I'll tap in later. We'll tap in later, maybe after the pub show. I might have people after the pub show or later tonight. So, yeah. Come on, you guys. Anyone out there want to read? Right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap in again at midnight. I'm going to pull out now because, yeah, I'm going to pull up out of here and tap in later. And if anybody wants to have a reading, we can get on it then. And if not, it's no worries. This is just my first with this tech, but this is my only my second time to do this, and I'm trying to get the hang of it. So it's all good, guys. But thank you for those that have popped up anyway. And yes, I'll be in touch with you guys. Right.